What's going on, guys? Mike, a.k.a. Madness DFS with DFSArmy on X and in our Discord, back with another NFL Prize Picks Thursday night football, 9/11. Never forget. My Green Bay Packers at home against the Washington Commanders. Should be a really good game. I will be there. So if you are there, let me know. Maybe we'll meet up. But I'm always going to be rooting on my pack. As we jump in here, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe on your way in. It was a massive weekend for DFSArmy. I'll pull it up on my screen. We took home the Millie. I didn't. But anytime a DFSArmy subscriber does something like that, it is celebrated heavily in the Discord. So shout out Roto M Wash, $750. He turned it into well over $1 million on Sunday with Justin Fields. He ran him naked. What a lineup. So shout out to him. And to celebrate, we are giving away a 20% discount to come join us. Any package you want. Can be our props package, can be our DFS package. Pair them up together. Do whatever you want. Promo code Millie, MILLY. Get you 20% off when you come get signed up at DFSArmy. And hold on, what is going on here? I wanted to get over $8,000 profit in the props package. We fell just short, $7,900. So hopefully we can get there by Thursday night football. I'm recording this on Wednesday, so gives us a day to get over $8,000. That is $8,000 year-to-date profit. The props package pays for itself. This is just the props package, $8,000. So it's tracking every single prop, every single slip that we drop in the props Discord. So PrizePicks, underdog, sleeper, pick six, book plays, that kind of thing. So enough of me talking. Let's jump right into it. The Packers side of things, I'm struggling with. There's not a ton I love. So I have right now 3 Commanders bets, but you can pair it up with Travis Kelce over half receiving yards. And by the time kickoff comes on, I'm going to have some Packers side. So if you do just want to make a slip with Commanders, Packers, just for Thursday night football entertainment, do so. I will have those out later. But for now, we're going to pair all these up with Travis Kelce over half receiving yards. Free square over on PrizePicks. Use promo code MAD if you're not already over there. MADD. Get yourself a deposit match. First play we're going to go to. I lied. First one we will go to. One that bumped and one Packer that I did like was Jayden Reed. This was at 3.5 receptions. If this goes back to 3.5, take it. They took away his normal stat line, so you can either get a goblin or a demon. If they do add 3.5, take the under. Right now, it's not available. So we'll move on. First play I do like is Austin Ekeler going over 21.5 receiving yards. This did bump a little bit. It was at 20.5. I'm fine with it at 21.5. If we go over to the player props tool, let's get access to this within the DFSArmy player prop package. Forgot who I was looking up there. We have him projected for about 21.74 or 27. Oh my God, 21.7 yards. So just over this number. I'm giving him a slight boost because I think it's a really good spot for him. If you go look at what Jahmyr Gibbs did to the Packers last week, he wasn't great, and don't get me wrong, but he caught 10 balls. If you told me Austin Ekeler was going to get 10 targets alone, I'd hammer this over. He's not going to catch 10 balls, but you get the idea. Packers proved they can pressure the quarterback last week. Now, obviously, Jayden Daniels is going to be able to get out of the pocket and escape pressure a lot more than Jared Goff was. But expect more and more and more snaps from Micah Parsons, which helps free up the other pieces of that Packers defense. The Packers defense is going to be legit this year. So I think he finds some dump offs, gets some easy throws with Austin Ekeler. This Washington backfield is kind of a mess right now. So give me the over 21.5 receiving yards for Austin Ekeler. I do also want to look at Jayden Daniels. Over 20.5 pass completions. This also comes from the top props tool. I use this tool all the time. Super easy to use. And it's the best tool in all of player props. So over 20.5 pass completions for Jayden Daniels. The player props tool loves it. 58.2% odds to hit. Nice little discount on PrizePicks. Most books have him at 21.5. So at 20.5, he's going to look pretty good here. Going back to last season, he's gone over this number in 80% of his last 10 games, averaging 22.1 completions per game in those games. Going on the road into Lambeau, into Green Bay, where I'm going to be screaming. You got to think the Commanders are going to be forced to throw. So give me the over 20.5 pass completions for Jayden Daniels. And I got one more play for you. This one, it's a little more, I'll say risky, but the juice is there. So under 6.5 rushing yards for Deebo Samuel. It's not a big number. I get it, but the value is awesome here. The sports book has him at 5.5 with heavy juice to the under at -131. So we're getting a boost in, or I should say value on PrizePicks with the juice at -130. It's always going to be something I look for on PrizePicks. And we get an extra rush, or rushing yard, I should say. So, I mean, could he get there in one rush? Yes. And in fact, he had just one rush last week in week 1 in his first game with the Commanders. He happened to break it for a 19-yard touchdown. So that is firmly in play. But if you told me he was going to get one rush again in this one, I'd go under. I don't think it's a guarantee that he even sees one rush. So give me the under on 6.5 for Deebo Samuel. 6.5 rushing yards, that is. So there are some of the plays and players I like for Thursday night football. Like I said, not a ton stands out for the Packers right now for me. And I don't want to give you plays that I don't like, if that makes sense. I'm not going to come on here and just say stats to say stats. I got to be able to put the money down on the plays myself. So, and if I'm not doing that, I'm not going to give it to you. As our tracker speaks, almost $8,000 in profit on the year. I'm not going to get there by playing plays that I don't believe in. So I will have more plays, more Packers plays, more plays from this game. Underdog, sleeper, PrizePicks, any site you can think of, I'll have plays in there, slips in there. So jump in the Discord. Use promo code Millie. Again, shout out to Roto M Wash taking home $1 million on Sunday. We will catch you guys on the next one. Do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe on your way out. Can I get a go, Pat, go in the comments? Look for me at Lambeau. See ya.